Hey all, welcome back to ShareTreck. Today is 24th November 2021 and we are recording aftermarket. So the target for today is to look at the market action on all the CRISPR shares, and I have developed a new CRISPR stock index which I'm excited about, so I'm going to share the contents of that, and I would look forward to get your feedback through comments, and you can also tweet me at @ShareTreck so that I can improve the contents and make it much more engaging for you. So please like, share, and subscribe, and help me build this this channel. So having said that, let's get to the meat of the topic. So here is my new index for the biotech field, especially the CRISPR field. It consists of the following companies: CRISPR, which we have always been talking about and which we are excited about; then Bluebird Bio, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, Vertex Pharmaceuticals, Intellia Therapeutics, and Beam Therapeutics, as well as Editas Medicine Inc. So I'll be constructing the index, and I'm going to include a certain number of shares of each of these companies in order to make the index look smooth. For example, if Regeneron has got 648 as its market price, any movements in Regeneron, even 1%, would be way bigger than the value of Blue. So I'll have to normalize it. I'm going to put some thought towards it, and maybe in the next video I will show the actual index composition, and we'll use that to track how this CRISPR field moves in the market. So having said that, let us move on to the first company for today's analysis, that is going to be CRISPR. So let's start with CRSP. This is a one-year chart that I have in front of me so that we can see the overall picture. And as we can see, CRISPR has been on a steady downward channel. And today and yesterday we had a good green momentum, which is positive. Yesterday was a doji candle, which kind of indicates market indecision. And today we have had a very, very clear upward movement. And both of these correspond to the latest good news that we had about getting the FDA RMAT designation for CTX110. I would say that, just like in the past, when there was a huge volume which led to a positive, there has been an upward tick in the price for the near term. So the next 3 or 4 days have been upward. So similarly, we can expect a little bit of upward momentum on this before it peters off. But overall, I think the market is just looking for some really good news. Ideally, that some approval has been given for a drug or something which is going to start generating revenue. And that's natural to expect. I'd like to caution you that right now the market situation is full of risk, because the interest rate hike is around the corner, and the VIX is on to my opinion, the VIX is on a downward falling wedge, and that's a bullish sign. And if VIX has to spike, then share prices will come down. So there'll be good opportunities to buy these stocks at cheap. So if I was planning to invest in CRISPR stocks, I would wait and watch, and there will be better opportunities coming around the line. And during my last video, I had identified a resistance a support at 86.63, but CRISPR has since broken down below that as well. So right now everything is looking bearish. However, if you look at the RSI, it indicates it's oversold. So usually when the RSI goes to oversold, it bounces back up. However, if you look at in the past, like we have been at 21.5% for the RSI before making a turnaround. So tomorrow there could still be a possibility that we go down. So as you can see, all the indicators are conflicted, and it's very, very difficult to make sense of what is happening here. There seems to be a lot of confusion. So it's better to wait. Next, let us look at Beam. So Beam today had a red day, losing 73 cents, and there's a doji candle, which means there has been indecision in the market on which direction to move. And the prior day it was green. So overall, what I have seen when I zoom out on to a 1 year time frame is that there seems to be a support line somewhere out here at around 81.3 or 81.89, and Beam has respected that support line throughout till so far. And even today, if you see, it dipped below and bounced back up, and the body of the doji candle is above the support. So let me convert this into a support color, green, which is the color of support. Okay, and then what we see in the top is that we have had lower highs So there is a descending pattern out here traced by this red line. So typically this is called as a bull flag, and what is expected to happen is that when we come to the end or somewhere around this region, we are likely to get a breakout, and the breakout is what we are looking for in case of beam. And we'll have to wait and watch and see whether the breakout happens. Technical analysis can only do so much. It shows a high probability, but it doesn't guarantee that a breakout will happen, but there's a high probability that there will be a breakout and values will improve. Next, let's look at edit. And I'm looking at a 1-year chart here, and we are looking at an inverted cup and handle formation, which to my mind is bearish because it indicates further downward pressure. However, we have been consolidating sideways for quite a while, so it kind of invalidates the handle portion of the cup, and that's a big relief. We are already oversold. We are almost very close to oversold levels. OBV is also pointing to a very, very weak momentum, and RSI is crossing over below the signal line, so everything is bearish. So most likely we are going to see still some more sideways movement, bias downwards, and we'll have to wait and watch. Next, let's look at Intellia, which closed today at 115.52, and post-market it's still at the same place, losing 49 cents during the day. And I have zoomed out to a 1-year view, and if you can see that somewhere on the 25th of June there was a huge jump for Intellia, and since then it has stayed above support of 133.38, and very recently, that is on the 19th of November, it breached the support and started coming down. So in terms of technical analysis, there is always a saying that wherever there is a space, it has to be filled up. So I would be looking for Intellia to fill up this space and retest the support at 87.07 ideally before making any upward move. So you have to watch and wait, and if I were to invest at this point of time, I would watch Intellia Therapeutics until it validates the 87.49 support at least twice, so that I can be sure that the price is not going to fall any further. Next is Vertex Pharmaceuticals, and this is a 1-day chart, and we opened at around 186.66 in the morning and closed at 186.24. And if it wasn't for this last minute spike in purchase, we would have been severely down. We would have been close to 184.99. So there was a little bit of spike at the end of the day, which kind of salvaged the day, and we ended with only 61 cents negative. So overall, there has been no new news about Vertex today. So there has been no positive catalyst as such. And right now all the indicators are quite bearish, so there isn't much to report about Vertex. Again, the overall market is in a downward swing since for this sector since the last 3 to 4 months, and it seems the same is continuing. However, in case of Vertex, I feel that we are going into a consolidation phase where the share is moving sideways, so hopefully better things are down the pipeline. So that brings us to the end of today's segment. Please like, share and subscribe. Also, you can tweet at ShareTreck and give me your feedback or any new stocks that you want me to cover in this sector, or if you have any suggestions to improve this video. Likewise, you can put a comment. The like is very important because if you press like, it helps with the algorithms. Thanks and have a great day until the next video.